Hi there, good afternoon. How's it going? Today is Friday, October 31st, 2025. Happy Halloween. It is currently 77 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 25 degrees Celsius, and wet. So you have to take your shoes off, or sandals in my case, in order to visit the Great Buddha here in Bodh Gaya. And I am wearing the warm jacket that I don't need other than if it starts raining. It has been rainy here since I arrived yesterday. So the Great Buddha was constructed in 1989 and was consecrated by the Dalai Lama, which means, of course, the 14th Dalai Lama, the current leader of Tibetan Buddhism. Quite a remarkable statue. And so you always want to walk clockwise around the Buddhist stupas, and I assume that is the case as well for here. Mahakachana. So not sure who these different people are. Rahula. But certainly important figures in Buddhism, I would assume. So, Bodh Gaya here is one of the 4 most important Buddhist sites that were places where the Buddha was and significant events happened in his life. So the Buddha, Gautama Buddha, is believed to have lived in the 5th or 6th centuries BC, so about 2,500 years ago. And he was born in Lumbini, Nepal, just across the border of Nepal and India. So I've been to Lumbini, I think in 2014. And then here in Bodh Gaya is where he is believed to have attained enlightenment, under the Bodhi tree. So Bodhi tree, Bodh Gaya. And then he delivered his first sermon at Sarnath near Varanasi here in India, and the 4th location is Kushinagar, India, where he is believed to have died. So I've now been to 3 out of 4. I went to Sarnath on my first trip to India in 1999 and 2000. Okay, time to put on the sandals and start exploring more of Bodh Gaya. So no charge to visit the Great Buddha. The rickshaw ride at the beginning there was 100 rupees. That is just a little more than $1. The current exchange rate is about 88 rupees to $1. And that was about a mile or so from my guest house, and so I'm going to walk it back. It was a really interesting ride getting here, and should be very, very interesting going back and seeing along the way many different Buddhist temples and monasteries and all of these little shops. This is a very busy place. A little too bad about the weather for the lighting, and especially if it starts raining again, we'll see. But here you can see the Daijokyo Buddhist temple, inaugurated by Sri Gyani Zail Singh, President of India, on 13th February 1983. So the weather forecast just happens to be rainy and cloudy exactly the days that I'm here, and then it gets nice and sunny after that, but we shall deal with it. And then here, Karma, Tarje, Chakorling, Kagyupa, Vajrayana Buddhist Monastery. Let's see if we can go see inside this one. They're a Buddhist stupa representing the path to enlightenment with 13 different levels. So I'm getting the sense, based on the design, that this might be a Tibetan Buddhist temple. Shoes off again. A little hard to see in the low lighting here, but beautiful murals on the walls. And there, the Buddha, of course. And so I assume that that is depicting the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. So yes, it must be a Tibetan temple because that is the Tibetan writing there. So while I walk along here, I will do my best to explain a little bit about the Buddha and Buddhism, what little bit I know. Now, I'm not a Buddhist, but I have been to various Buddhist meditations, workshops, talks, and read some Buddhist books. I have a BA, Bachelor of Arts in World Religions, and have also studied Buddhism on my own. So, as I said, the Buddha believed to have lived in the 5th or 6th century BC, so believed to be a real person. He was a prince, and so raised in a wealthy kingdom. Pardon all the honking, that is India. And so he was a very privileged boy, raised in the palace, surrounded by the commoners, and one day he went out and saw the lives of the regular people outside of the palace, and at that point decided to become an ascetic. Now, I'm probably simplifying things a lot here, but I'm going to some extent based on my having read Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, great book. So here, Sikkim Temple House, Bodh Gaya. I've been to Sikkim. It is a state of India in the northeast. And so he decides to renounce his wealthy lifestyle and go wandering around India, to whatever extent you can call it India at that time. Hello. 2,500 years ago, but anyways, these lands here. And he lives a life of simplicity and extremes in denying his basic bodily desires, and meditates and all that. And then at some point he decides to go the other way. So here is that super colorful bus that we passed on the way here. Happy sweet journey. Funny. And so he then renounces his ascetic lifestyle and has a worldly life of excess in terms of material pleasures and living a more lavish lifestyle. And then after going through that phase, he then develops the middle way. And so the middle way is between the two extremes of complete self-denial and hedonism, of a simple life but not in the extreme, but he needed to experience those extremes in order to have that realization of the balanced way to live life, something like that. And so he was a teacher with students, and of course after he died, then Buddhism developed and spread. Now, at the time that he lived, then Hinduism, of course the dominant religion of India, existed then in some form. But they had the same gods, Shiva and all this. There are lots of images of the Hindu gods and the swastika that are that old and older. And so Hinduism and Buddhism existed alongside each other peacefully, as far as I know. Probably some problems along the way, but for the most part peacefully. And also Jainism as well. So the temples of Ajanta and Ellora, cave temples, and many other sites have Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain carvings, statues, temples, depending to some extent on which one was more dominant at that time, or just who was living in that area at the time, or maybe they were living together in peace. But those three religions have coexisted together for millennia now. Man, oh man. So here you have the Bangladesh Buddhist monastery. Bodh Gaya, which means Bodh Gaya. Bihar is the state, India. And so this is especially interesting considering that Bangladesh is majority Muslim, but some Buddhists there, of course, and some really nice carvings up there. I think that I won't try to go inside this one, but very interesting outside here. World Peace Conference 2025. Oh, 1st November. That's tomorrow. Namaste, Ji. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Nice to meet you.
You too, man. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Which country from, sir?
America.
Oh, very powerful. My teacher
Thank you.
from America.
Which kind of teacher? Buddhist teacher?
Buddhist. Nigma Molam. You know the Nigma?
I see. Say again?
You know the Nigma Molam?
Nigma Mulam. I don't know this. This is a monastery, or
This is the like ceremony, you know.
a Buddhist ceremony?
Yeah. Every year inside the Mahabodhi temple in January they have.
I see. Okay.
Tunko Rinpoche, Santra
Venerable
Barbara.
Tartang Toko Rinpoche. This is your teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, in Santa Barbara, California. Okay, yeah, this is in Southern California.
Yeah, yes. That's right.
My family is from near there.
Oh, that's most welcome.
Have you been to America?
Oh, brother, very
No.
hard, brother.
Yeah.
Very hard. What is your name, by the way?
Gabriel.
Chunu.
Chunu.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Chunu. Where are you from?
I am from Bodh Gaya.
You're from Bodh Gaya, okay.
Near the Mahabodhi temple, my home.
Oh, I see.
I like Bodh Gaya. I meet also Dalai Lama. You know Dalai Lama?
Dalai
Dalai
Lama, yes. You met him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When?
2023.
2023, a couple of years ago.
Yes, I get.
That's great. You had like a meeting with him and you talked with him, or
No.
Just you saw him at a talk, or
Just get blessing and finish.
you got a blessing from him. That's great. That's you in the
Yes.
blue and white shirt.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, because Dalai Lama used to come every year to Bodh Gaya and he give teaching here, you know.
Every year he comes.
Yeah, but this last year he not come because he went to the USA for the lake surgery, you know.
Oh, okay,
That's
yes.
why maybe
He's getting older.
Yes,
So
maybe I hope this year he come and again that
Again.
time, because now he no come. That's why not too much tourist, you know. But
Yeah.
when he come, more tourists come in Bodh Gaya.
yeah, I bet. Have you been to Dharamshala? Have you been to Dharamshala?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Not yet. But I live there. Dalai Lama live. Have you been to Dharamsala?
I have, yes.
Have you been
McLeod
there,
Ganj.
Dalai Dalai Lama stay there, you know.
Yes, that's
you-
his home
yeah.
base, but I haven't met him or seen him in a talk or anything. But
How long
maybe
you
one
stay
day.
Bodh Gaya?
3 days.
Oh, today you arrived?
No, yesterday.
No.
A couple more days. So,
Oh, that's
all right. I'm going to keep on walking. I'm just walking around and looking at things.
You can go to see the cave here also, very nice place.
Maybe tomorrow.
You know the cave? Because Buddha
Yes.
first meditate there.
It starts with a P. Pot name? Pot something?
Pragbodhi cave.
Yes, Pragbodhi cave. Yes, I saw about this online.
6 years, 27 days. He meditate there. One is the Sujata temple.
The Buddha meditated there?
Like I
In the
tell
cave.
you, Buddha don't come directly here. Buddha first meditate in the Pragbodhi cave.
I see.
6 years, 27 days. No
6
water.
years and 27 days of
Yes,
meditating.
No food, you know.
Before his enlightenment.
Before enlightenment. He's
Okay.
suffering for enlightenment there, but he can't get enlightenment.
I see.
So he moved from that place. He went to the Sujata temple where one lady, she name of Sujata.
Okay.
She offer milk rice to the Buddha, but she give teaching of the Buddha. You don't go to the fast way, you don't go to the slow way. Please go to the middle way, middle path, you know.
Yes.
That's why Buddha saved her milk, right? Then cross the river, come to the Mahabodhi temple. Under the Bodhi tree, Buddha get enlightenment.
Yeah.
But after enlightenment, he spent 49 days inside the temple. 7 weeks. And
There was a temple then, at that time? There was believed to be a temple? No,
that
only the
time
tree.
forest.
Just forest, yeah.
Forest, jungle. When Buddha come here, that time forest.
And so the Mahabodhi temple is at the Bodhi tree?
Yes.
Okay.
Like backside the temple, have Bodhi tree where Buddha get enlightenment. You
Yeah.
know? But when Buddha come here, that time forest, jungle, just tree.
Yeah.
Just not just that. So sometime I am a student, I am not guide, you know. So I learning. So
Yeah.
now I have holidays. So sometime I show with the cave Sujata with the motorbike, you know.
I see.
So if you like to go tomorrow, then tell me. I will show you with the.
Do you have a card or anything?
I give you my number. I don't have the card.
And so this is the Shechen Tenyi Dar Gyeling Nying Mapa Buddhist Monastery. Looks like this one is Tibetan Buddhist as well. Way to temple, way to stupa here, which I had seen from the road, and so that's why I wanted to come in here. A magnificent stupa. Again, please remove your shoe. I think that I will refrain from getting closer and avoid getting the feet wet again, but look at that one. Nice, peaceful grounds here, away from the beeping and honking. Okay, let's go ahead and look inside here. It looks quite nice and colorful. Bodh Gaya Temple Management Committee extends warm greetings to venerable monks, nuns, and devotees on the occasion of Maha Katina Chivara Dana ceremony on the 1st November 2025 at 8:30 in the morning. So it sounds like tomorrow is going to be a big day around here. Karma, fast food. That is funny. Hello. Some good-looking fruits. And so now let's head for the Mahabodhi Temple, the site of the Buddha's enlightenment. So that was very interesting to learn from, I think his name was Chunu, about the cave where the Buddha meditated for 6 years before he attained enlightenment here at the Bodhi tree. So I guess that it is free to go inside the temple, but no cell phones allowed. However, I can apparently bring my camera. I will just have to pay 100 rupees. And then they have lockers where you can leave your phone and I guess my keys and stuff. So welcome to Mahabodhi Mahavira Temple, World Heritage Site, and then here, camera ticket counter, so I can get that ticket for my camera, and then mobile phone deposit counter. And we are in. That was very quick and easy, going through the security checkpoints. And so here is the Mahabodhi Temple. It is an old one. Look at that. And so I'm going barefoot again here. Ooh, some really nice incense smells. And look at this, a big water tank. And looks like you can walk around it. I think I will skip that. Bodhi Palanka, the place of enlightenment, Prince Siddhartha. So this is
Look from here side Buddha meditation third week. This one. I'm not the guide. I'm Buddhist monk. Will from. Samadhi gunanoanin emavite babalani annabalani rasa muni duyavakani udaye pipi suvarne amane ratu piyumani.
Long line to go inside. I will skip that. Looks like shoes are allowed here, and then you have to leave them there. But I'll just show things from here. A Hindu temple, I'm assuming. Swastika, ancient Hindu symbol, thousands of years old. So in a previous video, then I mentioned that the oldest known swastika symbol was found in Ukraine. I got the date wrong. I said 7,000 years old, but it wasn't 7,000 years old. It was 10 to 13,000 BC, which means 12,000 to 15,000 years old, the swastika. So the Nazis used it for a decade, but it has been used by people around the world, including all the way in Ukraine, for 13 to 15,000 years. And it is a symbol of goodness. Okay, well, I think that is going to be the end of this video. I will walk back to my room, take a break. At least we lucked out and didn't get rained on while filming today. And then I have 2 more nights at my hotel, but I'm considering my plans for tomorrow, whether to stay here. It's supposed to be cloudy again, or maybe journey onwards. I will figure that out in the coming 24 hours or so. Namaste ji. So hope you enjoyed this tour of Bodh Gaya. Very, very interesting to see one of the most important places in the Buddhist religion. So we'll see where I end up in the next video. Namaste.